Hello viewers, welcome once again to another edition of the Family Moment Show, keeping us together. As usual, we're going to be looking at another very interesting episode today, marrying from where you are. I am your regular faculty member, Stella Eremiatoy, and we have in the studio today amazing guests that will be doing justice to this topic for today. But we'll be right back after this short break. Don't go anywhere. See you in a moment.
Audio Jungle.
Welcome back, viewers. This is the Family Moment Show, keeping us together. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be looking at marrying from where you are. And in the studio today are these amazing guests. We have with us Mr. Fred Idehe. He's a wonderful person, a papa, a regular face you must have been seeing in the Nollywood scenes. He is a content creator, a movie icon, a model, and a happily married man with over 40 years experience. So when he's talking from both the place of experience and knowledge.
It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Okay, and we also have in the studio Mrs. Ezefede Chidinma, a real estate broker, also a Nollywood face, a happily married woman you're seeing here with over 17 years experience in what we are talking about. And we are here to look at marrying from where you are. I met somebody a couple of hours back, and when we got chatting, and I asked him, young man, what are you waiting for? Why are you not married? He said, me, Marike, I'm not ready yet. I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to have this, and I need to have that. I said, before you have all these things, don't you think you'll be too old for you to get into the marriage? Don't you think it's good for your children to see your young face? We laughed over it. Actually, why are people scared to go into marriage, Papa? You've been in this thing for over 40 years.
Yes. One, because of the finance aspect of it, maybe a woman might complain that you don't have car, you don't have bed, you don't have this, TV, no this, no that. And where you are working is, your finance is not up to that. And you are afraid, and you want to meet up with those things, maybe, or the relatives will come in and say, what's going on? You don't have this, you don't have that, they will complain. So you try to avoid that, and you struggle more to see you can get it. And most of the time, that's why you see some of them, they say, I want to have something before, I get married, maybe to go and look for a wife, and all that.
But we are saying you should marry from where you are. We are looking at it from two angles, from the angle of the status. Marry from where you are, but not for where you are.
Yes, you see, one, like, I want to use myself as an example.
Okay.
Now, when I saw my wife, I was in just one room,
Wow.
And with my mat on the floor, yes. And I told her, I said, see, look me from head to toe. This is where I am. So how do you feel? I said, it's okay. It's a problem as far as we know where we are going. I said, okay, fine.
As far as you know where you are going.
Where we are going.
Not where you were.
No, not where we are. No, but where we are going. So it's very, very important. If you know where you are going, then you can now start from somewhere. You can make move. So don't limit yourself. And be truthful with everything that you are doing. Be plain with everything that you are doing, so that you can be successful in your starting.
Start from somewhere. I picked that.
From somewhere.
And to add in, Mrs. Chidinma, when we say start from somewhere, marry from where you are, not for where you are, but for where you are going. In terms of status, physical status, where you are at this time, it may not really look like where you intend to be. Then we are looking at the decision too. When you are taking that decision, you are not really looking like that thing that you see yourself to be in the future at that particular time. But we are saying marry from where you are. Where actually should the person be? Before you can say, okay, I want to marry. We are saying marry from where you are. Where should you actually be?
It depends. See, as long as you know that you are capable of feeding yourself and you have come up to some level in a financial aspect, and you have gotten that person that shares the same value with you, and you know that yes, this person can work with you. I don't think there's any this, as long as you guys are focused.
Yeah, you should have been at that place where you have defined who you want to be
with
and who should be with you
and where you are going.
and where you are going.
Focus comes first. Know where you are going. Like myself, when I married my husband, he was sharing a flat with a friend.
Wow.
We just have one room there. Inside that one room, no bed, no nothing, just a rug.
Wow.
Do you get it? But it does not limit me. I have aspiration. As I was like, I'm giving birth to all my children abroad. That was my focus.
Even from the one room that you are sharing with him. That was where you were at that time.
Yes.
But that wasn't where
we are going to be. Even himself was like, I know you are marrying me because you know that I won't stay, I won't be at this spot forever. In my mind, I was like, what do you think before? Yes, I know you will not. That is it. I don't want to marry from, already made, everything is... To me, I don't know about every other person's value and all that. To me, it doesn't work for me. Because one, I don't even know how you make your money. Two, I don't know, that money you make may get into your head. You may one day treat me anyhow because I picked it from a gutter. But if I struggle through that gutter with you, you will value me. Do you get it? So when I married my husband, it was just one room, but I was focused. I committed everything to the hands of God. I said, God, I can never be poor. Do you get it? I will not lack, and my kids will not lack.
So is it wrong if a person chooses to wait for certain levels, certain accomplishments to be reached, maybe to reach certain landmark before getting married? Is it wrong?
It's not wrong.
No, somebody may just say, I don't want to have my children in that apartment that I'm sharing with somebody. I want to wait at least for my own house to be completed before I marry.
Yeah, it depends on your decision. Depends on your dream. Depends on your vision, where you are going. Do you understand? That is where you now take that decision. Say, yes, I don't want to be here, to do this. So look and say, fine, let me be here. I want to do this, but I know where I am going.
Sure.
Do you understand? So it can happen like that. So we just have to start from somewhere.
Somewhere.
Is that somewhere, Papa? Where was the somewhere you started your own from?
Okay, I started from one room, like as I said, and with mat on the floor, and we started from there. Gradually, bought bed. No, first of all, we bought foam. Foam was on the floor, managing. Then you do the bed. Instead that time, I think I paid whether 9 naira or something like that. So then, bed that time. So, and from there, we continue to add one or two things, chair, this, that. Because why? We know where we are going. It's not that we are going to stay there. We are planning as we leave that place. A room and a parlor is in our mind. And then we focus on that. We plan towards it. And we have to achieve it. From there, it is very, very important, because when you don't do that, it's always a problem. So that you will not miss it. Two of you must agree together so that you can achieve that goal. So if that agreement is not there, if you plan it, it will fail. So when you plan well, you do well. So it will move well.
And what if you've agreed that from the beginning, like we said earlier, we are going to be sharing this room, but we don't hope to remain in this situation. The first year, the second year, the third year, the fifth year. What would be your reaction?
The Bible said that those who know their God will do exploits.
That's it.
I met my husband in one room. Yeah. But could you believe that inside that one room, we were not there when we did our wedding? We were already in a 3-bedroom flat when we did our wedding. And as I prayed it, yes, we walked it, just that we were being duped. We wanted to give birth abroad like that. Even before the wedding, at the wedding process, my husband started importation.
No, don't you think because you've seen that, that's why you were able to agree so easily to marry from where you were at that time?
It was not because my husband wasn't the only person coming. Rich and mighty were coming. Do you get it? But I picked him out of it.
Why did you single him out of the so many that were coming at that time?
We share the same value. Do you get it? I saw a person that, yes, I can work with this person. We share the same value. We can walk through life together.
You can walk through life together.
That is it. To go a long way. Not because, no, I saw something in him. Do you get it? He wasn't even the 10th person that came.
Wow. He wasn't even the 10th person that came. But you were sure you could walk with him.
With him and with God. As long as God is there, we'll be blessed. It's not about where we are. God is there. He's the one that...
So you saw him in that future you wanted for yourself.
Yes.
Even though it wasn't looking like it at that time. You saw him and you were ready to walk with him from that point
into that point we are looking at.
So even status-wise, you were ready to start at that point, and in making your decision, it was about your future, not about that particular moment.
Sure.
So you were able to stay with him and go all the way with him. Sure. Fantastic. And Daddy, what gave you that conviction?
Yeah, because one, I have that belief in me, and I have the faith. And why I called my wife to say, this is me. So, are you okay with it? Can we go together? Because if I want to do a business with you, if we don't have the same dream, we don't have the same vision, and you don't key into it, then that means it cannot work. But if you, like Madam now, that vision was there. That dream was there. So both of them, they key into it, and that is why things worked out. If not, it will not work. Because that vision is there. They have the same vision, the same dream, and that is why it can work.
So to marry from where you are, you must be at that point where your visions are clear. So once the vision is clear to both persons involved as to where they are going, what they want for themselves, then is a perfect point. That is a perfect place to start from. Wow, viewers, you've had that. You can marry actually from where you are, but not for where you are, but for where you are going. Where you should be is at that point where you are clear about what you actually want. Don't go. We'll be right back after this short break to hear more about this. See you in a moment. Welcome back, viewers, from that short break. This is still your favorite program, The Family Moment, keeping us together. And we are looking at marrying from where you are, but not for where you are, but for where you intend to be, where you are going. Now, having gotten that fundamentals, you should be at that point where you know what you want, and you've gotten that person that aligns with your dreams. Both of you are clear as to what you want, regardless of what your status is at the moment. Then why is it that people are not ready to marry? Should we say it is fear, or it has been termed risk and they are not ready to take that risk?
You see, life itself is a risk.
Because if you say you know what you want, you have gotten the person, that aligns with you. So why are you not hitting the road?
You see, you can't just wake up in the morning from your bed and say, I want to marry or I want to hit the road. You must have a plan for yourself. You must have a goal for yourself. You must have a spot where you want to start from. Then you started from there, you now know how you are going to construct the road to where you are going. So if you don't have that, then there is a problem. So that is where I say it. So you must stand that, yes, this is what I want to achieve. In this place, I'm not stopping here. This is not my bus stop. I am still going forward. So I'm starting from here right now. So come, let's join hands together. Let's have the same vision. Let's have the same dream. And then we do the construction.
If we have agreed on how we want to construct our road, and we have agreed on the road we want to construct, what it will be, where the road will lead us to, is there now a perfect time for us to start? Ma, what do you think? Is there any ideal time to say this is the perfect time, having gotten the fundamentals clear? Is there now a perfect time to start?
There's nothing like perfect time. To me, there's nothing like perfect time. Once the vision is clear, you can take off. But although it's dicey.
Yes, of course.
Because some people will tell you, okay, some will, as you build, if you are starting from where you are, don't just fold your hands and allow the man to just walk. As the man is walking to his own dream, walk to your own dream. That is it. Because
that is when you have started.
That is it.
Yeah, but we are talking about you starting. Now, the issue is we have gotten the indices right. We've made it clear. This is what we want. This is our vision. We both align. So what is now stopping us from legally embarking on this journey? If we have agreed. So what is now stopping? Because we have so many persons, they've been in courtship for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. And they begin to wonder what is now holding them. And when you hear them talk, they are the ideal couple to be. They are perfect. So what is now the perfect time that we're waiting for?
To some people, is experience fear. Some grow up in a violent family. Do you get it? So when they picture their background, the kind of, I don't want this. If marriage is what my parents experience, as in, if that thing my parents live is marriage, I don't want to experience it.
But you already have somebody that you have agreed to work with.
But the fear of that commitment, so people are scared of commitment.
The fear of commitment.
Yes.
They are good to go as friendship. No, yes, let's go. But that commitment, they are scared.
They've seen compatibility in
They've
them.
seen everything.
They've seen unity of purpose.
That is
but
why
fear of
sometimes, before you go into marriage, if you look back at your parents' life and you don't like it, break out first. Pray it out. Break out so that what stopped your parents cannot stop you. Until you break it out, you'll be healed. Yeah. Because some people are not healed from the experience they got from their parents. So they will be like, hey, I love you, yes. But something is keeping them, not the particular person they are with, but the experience of where they are coming from.
The baggage
they are carrying. They've not healed.
They are losing it on a daily basis. They are feeding it on a daily basis. So if you don't let go of it, you are not free. You can't do anything.
You will never start.
You will not start.
So you must let it go. Free yourself from it. Then you move. Without freeing yourself, there is nothing you can do on this planet.
Aside from the fear of commitment, we are saying that there are past negative experiences.
Yeah,
or probably there are some patterns that has played in the life of either parties involved now, which is like a restriction to them making that move.
Yeah, because that is it that, when you look at that, as either man or the woman with vision, with wisdom, you look and say, okay, this is what, that has taken place. Okay, my own will not be like this.
I think I need to restructure this for myself and for my family. Because it is not only you, it is not only your wife. Other people are coming in, like children and all that. So you are laying a foundation. Without not laying that foundation well, then problem will come. You know, so when you lay a foundation well, then that means the house you try to build now will stand. If you don't do it well, it will not stand.
So what are the foundations from?
Okay, now.
And it's talking from
Okay,
40 years counting.
Yeah.
Now, you want to start something. You must be, financially, at least to some certain level.
To a point.
Yeah, to a point. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to do this. Okay, if I want to build a house now, so okay, what do? I have money. Okay, I go out, I search for a land. Okay, I want this. Okay, this door, that. Okay, fine. And how am I going to do the foundation? What am I going to use? Blocks, cement, this, that. You do the calculation. You look at it. If it's not okay yet, then you wait. You plan towards it again. After some time, so, okay, let me plan from now till maybe like 2-3 months. Okay, I get something. Okay, this one will be able to do one or two. Okay, how many rooms am I going to build for myself? And when you look at it, okay, fine. This one is okay. Women is also like that, or a wife is also like that. Now, the foundation, men and the woman, we have to sit down and say, okay, this foundation of love, how are we going to do it? How are we going to lay it down for the future and not for now? Because if you don't lay it for now, the future, it will fall. Then there will be a problem. That hatred, dislike, misunderstanding will now begin to grow. So to avoid that, both of you must sit down and lay down foundation well. Have the same dream, have the same vision.
So is it wrong for persons that wants to achieve a level of perfection before getting married to do that?
To do what is that?
Yeah, a certain level of perfection. Like you said, you must be financially stable up to a point. You've counted the cost of the building, and let's use a house as a description. You want to say, before I will take that step, before I will get into this commitment, I must get to this certain level, not minding the time. What do you say about that? Sometimes we're saying that time is going, and the person keeps saying, I have to achieve this certain level. You're talking about foundation. He's building, and he wants to build to a particular point, not minding the time.
Sometimes people who doesn't have vision will be scared that this poverty I'm seeing now may last forever. Do you get it? You can never be certain about what future holds.
No.
That's why some people I want that one. If I'm crying, let me cry inside jet. Mm-hmm. I cannot be crying inside one bedroom or one room. Do you get it? Because they are visionless, as in they are scared that this man is poor now, he may be poor forever.
No, but he's working, but he doesn't want any commitment yet. He wants to achieve a certain height. So he's not ready to go with the, I'm starting here and I want to grow.
You see.
So he wants to grow first before starting.
Yes. See, in life, you don't just do things like that. As you are moving, some certain things will happen, along the road. Do you understand? As you are going, so you might be thinking, okay, fine. Next month, okay. I'm going to get maybe about 500,000 around. Okay, I'll use that 500,000 around to do this, to do that. Before that month, something will just happen, and that thing is very, very necessary to solve. Then you solve it. The money has reduced. What do? You come back and start again. So there is no perfect time to say I want to marry or I want to build a house. Whatever you want to do. If you put time there, at times it will limit you.
Sure.
No, but there may not be time when you are taking that decision. But the implication of the decision you have taken has time factored into it. Like you said you want to do this. You are working at 500,000 for something else, and while you have gotten to 450,000, another thing comes up that gobs 200 out of it. You are back to start, going because your target is 500.
Yes.
You've gotten to 400 3 times. That is time. You are not considering time when you took that decision. But the implication of your decision to ensure that you hit your 500,000 target is taking time. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's taking time. So, at what point do you think you have to call it short and take whatever necessary step you need to take?
Your first step, when you see that it's going to take your time,
You come back to yourself.
look at it. Okay, fine. This thing is going to take my time. So let me make do with this that I have right now. Let me start from here.
Yeah, that's what we are saying. That's what we are
You
saying.
start
You
from
have to
here.
start from where you are.
Yeah, when you start from there, then you keep running.
You keep running.
Then you observe how that thing is going. So if you don't keep going and you don't observe some certain hiccups on the road, then there is problem. So that is why you need to have a focus that, she has said it before. See, you have a focus. If you disfocus yourself, then it's a problem for you. As a man, I have a focus, I have a vision, I have a dream, and I need to follow it up.
That means we are not wrong when we say as soon as you are mentally ready to face whatever will come out of that decision, you can go ahead.
Sure.
Go ahead.
You mustn't wait until you have it all perfect.
No. I cannot say, okay, fine, I'm looking at 1 million naira to do my wedding. And that 1 million naira is not there. So will you just fold your hand and say, oh boy, 1 million naira is not there. A year is going, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and it's going.
And you're still waiting for 1 million.
And you are still waiting for 1
And
million.
you've gotten to 800,000 4 times.
Yes, 4 times.
And you've not hit your 1 million target. So, and you need 1 million for the marriage. What would you advise him to do now?
Start with that thing that is in your hand. That thing that is
And
in your
grow
hand.
it.
Start with it.
You want
and
to
then
marry, you should
grow
grow
it.
with the money he wants to use for marriage.
You start with the stuff you have at hand. Then manage it and grow it.
grow
That is
it.
it. Even the Bible said it. That if you wait for the weather to be conducive, you can never harvest anything.
Yeah.
It's in the Bible. So that is it. Start from where you are. As long as you know you're mentally ready. You are ready.
But
you have gotten
I
your
will say, if your target is 1 million and you are not getting 1 million, you have 800, you come back to your drawing board. I won't even advise that you finish your 800,000. You should work within the limit of 500, 400. That is where you should start.
Yeah, that's it.
That is where you should start, because it is not also advisable that you start in debt. That's what happens these days. So much emphasis on the wedding at the expense of the marriage itself.
Yes.
Because the wedding is a noun thing.
Oh, yes.
The most fantastic wedding becomes obsolete in the next 24 hours. Because the world keeps changing. Yes. But your marriage is a lifetime work.
Yeah.
It's a lifetime work. So when we emphasize more on the wedding, we may not be ready to take that decision from where we are.
Yeah.
Yes, we won't be ready to take that decision from where we are. And it's like you bringing the future into now. Marriage is the future. Marriage starts from when the wedding ends and journey to as long as God permits both couple or both parties involved to live. But the wedding is just that day. So when the emphasis is more on the wedding, then that delay will be there. So we are saying marry from where you are. Who said if you do your 500,000 naira wedding, you won't have a glorious marriage?
You will. I know of a person that did this. His traditional wedding was like fabulous. As in, it was out of the world. Dollar was spread, talks were there, gun was shot, and everything. If you see, He doesn't even use
class.
high class traditional wedding, as in he used field, so that he can accommodate everybody, all his invite. At the end of the day, he was doing it with the mindset that I will break record. And after it, people will help me. At the end of the day, he found out that after spending all the money, nobody even noticed.
Nobody
He
recognized
did not
him.
even
He didn't
enter
get any
any
award.
award.
There was no title was given
You
to
know
him.
what he now did? He called himself to order. On his white wedding, that was his traditional wedding, he did that. On his white wedding, he just invited 40 guests.
Oh,
20 from his family, 20 from his wife family. Pian. That's all.
and that was
Chapel wedding, not even Saturday. Chapel wedding, as in he was a Catholic. He did chapel, not even chapel, just enter chapel, did this thing. 40 guests. Pian. Everything ends. So that is it. If you take
the quality of the wedding doesn't
count.
Guarantee what the
Doesn't
marriage
do
will be.
anything. Nobody even notice because they will not applaud you.
Don't think of now.
Now think about future.
Tomorrow.
Futuristic, yeah.
When in anything you are doing, think of tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Don't think of now.
So for those that are waiting for tomorrow to take their decision, start from where you are and have tomorrow in mind.
Yes.
Well, viewers, that has been an expository section with our guests in the studio today. We are talking about Alfred Idehe and Mrs. Chidinma. Always start from where you are, but bear in mind where you are going. There's not going to be a perfect time, so to say. Where you are, once you've gotten your decision right as to who you want to work with on that journey, then you are in the perfect time to start. All viewers, that has been a wonderful time with Mr. Idehe and Mrs. Chidinma. I believe we've gotten so much on today's episode. Marry from where you are, not for where you are, but for where you are going. Don't be scared to take that move. It may not look like it at the beginning, but sure, you can walk through it. Don't forget to also check all our social media handles for more interesting, educating, and mind-blowing topics on the Family Moment Show. Don't go away. Stay tuned to this station for more episodes some other time. Thank you. Till we see again, I remain Stella Eriamiatoy, your faculty member on the Family Moment Show. Thank you.